It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
That's right. Actor, entertainer, comedian, and entrepreneur Katt Williams went on Podcast Club Shay Shay and cooked, and I mean completely cooked the industry, highlighting other comedians and entertainers such as actor, comedian, radio host Ricky Smiley, comedian, TV host, actor, radio host Steve Harvey, and rapper turned actor Ludacris. Many of you may know him now as Chris Bridges, and many others. Then it felt like we were in a portal. The interview that ultimately reached 85 million views on YouTube had the internet in a trance. Also brewing were the nationwide college protests happening across college campuses. Protests were shutting down universities, graduations, all in support of Palestine and in opposition to the U.S. support for Israel. Then we heard a deafening sound. What started out as a three-way rap battle between rappers Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole quickly turned into a two-way rap battle as J. Cole dropped out. Rappers Kendrick Lamar and Drake went toe-to-toe in a heated exchange over the summer that went disc track for disc track. Once Kendrick Lamar released the infamous They Not Like Us, the internet would go on to say that Drake got beat and that Drake got beat badly and that there would be no way for him to recover lyrically speaking. And so we will revisit that in a moment. And speaking of physical abuse, unfortunately, we did get a Diddy apology video after the Cassie video was released of him assaulting his then girlfriend, which would be a defining moment in all of his allegations and cases. And speaking of allegations and cases, former president would receive a win in his column as the United States Supreme Court would rule for presidential immunity, which can be loosely defined in my interpretation of a do what I want and get away with it card. About 2 weeks later, though, unfortunately, there would be an attempt on the former president's life. And current President Biden, that is, would drop out of the presidential race. And later, Vice President Kamala Harris would be the DNC candidate for president. And it would mark a historical pen, if you will, as she would be the first Indian woman if she were to win presidency. Moving forward and backwards, then we see that Diddy gets arrested. Diddy was arrested and indicted on a few charges, some that go back decades. Then the singer turned alleged whistleblower Jaguar White went on to Piers Morgan and had some scathing things to say about hip-hop power couple Jay-Z and Beyonce, but they quickly sent Piers Morgan a cease and desist letter, and he pulled the interview and pretty much said, oopsie. While in what felt like a century-long election cycle, Donald Trump becomes the elected president, meaning the 34 felonies he was convicted of means nothing. So to all of the convicted felons out there, you probably can't be a registered nurse, but you can be president. So let's keep those heads up high. Then in the much anticipated fight between heavyweight world champion Mike Tyson versus YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul took place. Heavyweight world champion Mike Tyson came out of retirement at the age of 58. He showed his bare naked bottom on national and international television. Got punched in the face a few times by YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul. Jake Paul would ultimately win the bout. And of course, he is the winner here, taking home about $40 to $50 million. Speaking of winning, Drake, that's right, your boy Drake, sued his label and Spotify for allegedly helping Kendrick Lamar to win the rap beef over the summer because he didn't think there was any way the masses were just listening to and backing K-Dot, and no way the streaming numbers for They Like Us was real. So he took it from the streets to the boardroom, to the courtroom, and said, ain't no way they're listening like that. And speaking of courtrooms, Now moving forward and backward at the same dang time, Houston attorney Tony Busby, the same attorney who said he had 300 victims that were filing claims or cases rather against Diddy back in September, October-ish, said he had other celebrities that were higher than Diddy that were a part of the cases, and he was going to give them time to kind of settle outside of court, keep their name not listed in the public eye, right? So time has proceeded. Guess no one's taken the bait, or maybe some people have, but someone who did not take the bait is a rapper, mogul, father, husband, businessman, Hov, your Jigga Man, Hov, Jay-Z, said, He said, you are amber laser chasing, having money problems, son. I have 99 problems, but getting some wet and sticky ain't one. That's right. The rapper turned mogul denied all allegations and stated where he's from, they protect children. They don't go after children. They don't harm children in any kind of way. And I can definitely respect that. If that is the truth, we protect children. But how old were you, Jay-Z, when you started eyeing Beyonce? Anyway, moving right along. Luigi Mangione was probably going to be the case of the year, maybe even the case of the century, like O.J. Simpson trial was back in the 90s. Luigi Mangione unalived United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, unfortunately, again, rest in peace, on December the 4th. There was just a suspected murderer on the streets for 5 days. He was finally arrested on December 9th at a McDonald's. An employee tipped him off there, and the internet again has been in a frenzy, half supporting and half not supporting. The supporters are saying, well, these healthcare insurance claims or healthcare insurance premiums are ridiculous. They're overpriced. Then claims are being denied. People are dying because they're not receiving the proper treatment that they need. And they're looking at this guy like a martyr. They're looking at this guy like he's a hero. They're looking at him like he's, a Robin Hood, if you will, like he's, taking from the rich and giving to the poor somehow. Now, I do agree that insurance premiums are way too high. I do believe deductibles, all that in-network and out-of-network, like it's all just crazy to me, But we don't go around, getting sort of vigilante justice. That's not the nation that we live in. But again, I'm just one person here, and we're going to move right along. And for all of you sports fans out there, Travis Hunter, cornerback and wide receiver who plays for the Colorado Buffaloes under Coach Prime, Coach Deion Sanders, won the Heisman for 2024. Of course, people are upset for him winning. Some saying that Ashton Jeanty should have won, and perhaps, or Cam Ward, I don't know. I am, however, glad that Travis Hunter won, being that he is a two-way player. I think the first to ever win the Heisman, and I love a history-making moment there for the young guy at Colorado Buffaloes. If I missed anything that you would like, don't forget to put that in the comments there, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like, and thanks for watching.